Let's talk about how you can be getting more views on your TikToks after they've been posted. Now, it's important to point out there is no magic solution to this. It's not a do this, get this result, or do all of these things and get this result. This is very much a situation where you are going to be putting in the work and effort to market what you've already done. And above all else, it comes down to the content you're creating. If you are not creating good quality content, that's not going to help you at all. And nothing that you do outside of that is going to help you to get more views. So creating quality content is, of course, going to be that baseline for what you're doing. If you're doing that, fantastic. Now, the first thing I want you to do once you've posted on TikTok, and this is something I tell all of my students, all of my members, all of my followers, for every social media platform and every post that you post on any of those platforms, go to your comment section and be the first person to leave a comment. Now, there's a specific way to do this. I've recently done a video about it, so I'll link that down below. But you need to be the first person in your comment section, the first person having those conversations to invite other people to have the conversations as well. Be the person who facilitates engagement and conversation on your videos. Outside of that, I want you to go on TikTok and engage. If all you do is show up to the party so that people can look at you, that's not going to serve or benefit you or your audience. You have to be an active and engaged member of the community. That means watching other people's content and commenting, liking, sharing, engaging in the way that you want to have your content engaged with. You're teaching people how to then engage with you. You're going and you're supporting them, and maybe they'll come and support you too. Other people might see you supporting people and think, oh, that's an interesting person. Let me go check them out. You are driving people to your account by your actions. So be an active member of the community, not just a look at me, worship me, fall at my feet kind of person. You've got to be there having those conversations with people. Now, I also need you to drive traffic to your content. You should not just be posting and leaving. You need to be posting and then telling other people to go watch it. And that can look like cross-promoting on your other social platforms. So talking on Instagram or in your Instagram stories or on your YouTube community tab or mentioning them in your YouTube videos. Go watch my TikToks in your YouTube videos. You can be talking about them and driving traffic to it. One of my favorite ways of driving traffic is by dropping these things inside of my newsletter. My newsletter is my dedicated audience. No matter what I do, they cannot avoid that content unless they actively choose not to open my content out. But with social media, the algorithm makes it really hard to be seen by people. I have a ton of followers on TikTok. Do I get all those people watching my content? Not these days. And so with my newsletter, they're always going to see the content I'm sending out. So if I have a valuable TikTok that I want eyes on, send it in my newsletter so that people can see it. I talk about it in my YouTube community tab. I'll send people to it. I will talk about it in my Instagram stories and link it so that people can go watch it. I have conversations and I put that content out so that people know to go look at those pieces of content or at my account in general. I am driving traffic there. It is my job to get that engagement. I am also going to be cross-promoting with other things as well, not just on my own social media platforms, but I am going to highlight other people in hopes that maybe they'll highlight me too, or maybe their fandom will come and check out what's going on. So I will make sure that I am showing off other people and bringing us into conversations together. I am going to be asking questions. I am going to be driving traffic to the content that I am posting by having those conversations. It's our job as the content creator, not just to drop and run, but to facilitate that conversation. So opening the door by dropping those comments, by asking questions, by having calls to action in our content, by being an active and engaged member of the community, by showing up again and again and again outside of our own space so that people can see our faces and see what we're doing and see what we're talking about and have those conversations with us. We're supporting other people so that people are going to then engage with us on other people's platforms and then maybe come check us out. Maybe those people will come check us out. Maybe we can form friendships or alliances, or we can work together to cross promote. There's so many things that you can be doing to get that traffic over, to get the views on your content, as small as an individual video or as big picture as learning to grow your account. So once you are posting your content, do not immediately leave. There are some weird rumors out there that if you post and immediately leave, you'll take off. That's not true at all, because with all social platforms, listen to me here, this is important. With all social platforms, their job is to keep people on the platform as long as possible, because the longer somebody's on the platform, the more ads they can be served, the more money that app can make. If you are the person who drops something and runs, you're not on the platform. You're not there to answer questions, to have conversations in your captions, in your chat, in your comment box. You're not there to support people staying there longer. So once you post, if you stay and then you engage with other people's content, you watch things, you immediately answer questions, you have conversations in your comments, now you're somebody who is actively working to keep people on the platform on their behalf. They're gonna do better for your content if you're there and engaged. So just take the time to post and then to engage, to be a part of the community, to be a member of the conversation, and to keep people on the platform longer. There's lots of ways that you can be having conversation, facilitating a conversation within your community, growing your community. I've got playlists down below. They're here on the channel for you to access for free so that you can grow your account and what you're doing. It's very easy to facilitate that conversation and to get seen by more people. But keep in mind, not every piece of content is going to make it beyond those initial tests. With the algorithm as it is right now, they show it to a small group of people, and based on their actions and interactions, it either goes to more people or stops where it is. So you have to be creating content that speaks to your audience and gets them to comment and to share and to save. Liking really doesn't help you very much. It depends on the watch time, how much of it they watch, and if they're sharing, if they're talking about it, if they're DMing it to people. All of those things will help you to go out or to die on the spot. So the more you learn about this, the more you work on this, the more you do this, the easier it's going to be for you. You just have to take into consideration that you have to put in the effort to then facilitate that conversation, to keep people on the platform longer, and to create content that is going to be watched by your audience so that they can then start to send it to more and more and more people. And remember, when it comes to your views, especially with the algorithm as it is right now, you are not getting views immediately. They put it through a series of small tests and then send it out to people. It's a series of tests to see if it's worth sending it to more people. So you're going to start to see your numbers build after time. That first hour, first day, first couple of days don't really matter. It's on the back end of this, after it's gone through those series of tests, that you're going to start to see the buildup of numbers. So you really want to see how your content is doing? Scroll back in your feed and see how your older content is performing. Check your analytics to see what is doing well and lean into that content. But do not think that the first 25 minutes, first hour, first 7 hours, first day, whatever it is the end all be all of your content success. If it doesn't do well now, wait a month and post it again. Unless it's a time sensitive thing, as long as it's evergreen content, post it again. It might hit the audience at the right time in the right way and take off. Same exact content, just seen by a different audience, and that will allow you to take off or die on the spot. So try again and again and again with the content that you've already done, especially if you think it's a good piece of content. Keep putting it out there every couple of months so that new people can see it, so that the right audience can find it, so that it can thrive in its correct time. Questions on any of this, go ahead and drop it down below and follow along for more tips and tricks on how the algorithm is changing so that you can adapt to it, so that you can thrive in this space and spend less time creating your content but make more money from your content, so that your business is working for you while you're off living your best life. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.